Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 20th, 2025, and Barcelona could set a record for revenue generated in a single match during the upcoming El Clasico match. Also, Ronald Araujo's situation could affect Barcelona's decision to sign a center back come the summer transfer market. And finally, sources in Netherlands saying that Barcelona are plotting a move for a Dutch midfielder. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Boo. We'll begin this video with the news that Barcelona have released the prices for the VIP tickets for the upcoming El Clasico match, which will take place on May 10th, 2026, which will be almost 3 years since a Clasico match has been held at the Camp Nou. Now, Barcelona have released the prices for the VIP seats, and they are a staggering €4,000 per ticket. €4,000 per VIP ticket for El Clasico match on May 10th. Crazy, crazy prices. Now, to put that into perspective, right now the stadium with the highest attendance is Dortmund Stadium. In other words, they have their tickets have the highest demand. And a VIP seat at the Dortmund Stadium, it's between €500 to €800. Here we're talking about €4,000. So what is that? Like 8 times higher. Crazy, 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 crazy prices. Now, by May 10th, 2026, it's expected that the Camp Nou will be able to host 60,000 people. You know, we still have the North goal that still needs to be open. They're expecting to open it by the end of this year. And if it does, the Camp Nou will be able to host 60,000 people. And therefore, there are expectations that Barcelona could break the record for the most revenue generated by a single match. Now, the most revenue that Barcelona have been able to generate was last season's El Clasico match, where Barcelona made €13.8 million from that El Clasico match at Montjuic, and where VIP seats exceeded €4.2 million in sales. So Barcelona expect to exceed that because, of course, Montjuic was 50,000 people. Camp Nou will be 60. So right there, 10,000 people more. Plus the Camp Nou tickets will be more expensive because more people are going to want to go to the Camp Nou versus the Montjuic. So if they made $13.8 million from just that El Clasico match, it's expected that they will make more during the upcoming El Clasico match on May 10th, 2026. All right, let's move on to the next bit of news because, ladies and gentlemen, the situation with Ronald Araujo could affect Barcelona's decision on who to sign in a center back position come the summer transfer market. Now, as you know, after receiving that red card against Chelsea, Ronald Araujo requested some time off from the club to recover mentally. He went on a spiritual retreat to Jerusalem. After that, his entourage reported that he was feeling much better. He is now back in Uruguay, in his home country of Uruguay, where he continues to, recover mentally. And at the same time, he is training with a physical trainer that is in daily contact with Barcelona, exchanging plans, thoughts, ideas, things like that. So Araujo can stay fit physically while he recovers mentally. It's expected that Araujo could be back in Barcelona by the end of the year, and hopefully he'll be back in training by the beginning of next year, early January. We still don't know. There's not for sure, but that's what kind of it's expected or hoped for. And now it's being reported that his situation upon his return could affect Barcelona's decision on who to sign in the summer for the center back position. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if Araujo comes back and he's fully recovered mentally and he's able to, bounce back and and becomes more consistent and his performance improves, then Barcelona are going to look to sign for a young center back, someone who's an up and coming, who can come to the club, develop within the system, and get better with time, because there wouldn't be a rush for someone to come and hit the ground running if Araujo, bounces back and starts to perform well. Now, if Araujo comes back, and let's say he's still not performing well, or he decides, I don't know, maybe I need to go on the loan to disconnect from Barca, or I need to be sold in the summer to disconnect from Barca. In that case, then yes, Barcelona would sign kind of like a made center back, someone that can come and hit the ground running. So we'll see how Araujo will do once he returns. Barca, let me save you some time. Just look for a center back who's already made, because I just don't see how Araujo can fit the system if he hasn't done so already. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Araujo can prove me wrong. Anyways, on to the next bit of news because sources out in Netherlands stating that Barcelona are plotting a summer move for a Dutch midfielder, or the Dutch Pedri, as Koeman nicknamed them. And it's no other than Kees Smith, someone we talked about in the past. He's a 19-year-old midfielder currently playing for AZ Alkmaar. He has become a regular fixture of the first team of AZ Alkmaar. He was also key in the Netherlands under-19 team winning the European Championship. And so far, he's been attracting a lot of attention in Europe, including teams like Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, surprise, and Manchester City. And he's even been dubbed as the Dutch Pedri by Koeman, by Ronald Koeman, who's currently the coach for the Netherlands national team. And it's reported that Barcelona could be making a move for him in 2026, kind of as part of Deco's plan to sign young up-and-coming players before their price skyrockets. Now, that's a report coming out of the Netherlands. I don't know, I'll put a little bit of a question mark next to this report because, after all, we have 1 million midfielders. We have 1 million more in the academy. So I don't know how true this report is, but nonetheless, that's what they're reporting in the Dutch press. Now, on to that next bit of news because, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Lewandowski was honored back in Poland, and he was given one of the highest prestiges that a Polish citizen can receive, and it was no other than the Benemerito Medal. Now, the Benemerito Medal, it's given for individuals who have helped promote the country's image on the international stage. So kind of like for Polish citizens who have acted like ambassadors of the country. And Lewandowski went on Thursday on a brief trip to Poland to receive this medal. And this medal did not only honor, Lewandowski's career and goals and trophies, but also the way he has represented Poland with his professionalism and pride, not just for the Polish national team, but even, at the club level. So congratulations to Robert Lewandowski, who continues to win awards on and off the field. Now, we will end today's video with the news that we might have another candidate for the presidency of FC Barcelona. As we know, of course, Joan Laporta is going to be running for re-election. Victor Font, Xavi Villajuana, and Marc Siria have all announced their candidacy, and now a familiar face could be running. He said that he's considering it. It's not official yet, but it's no other than Guillermo Gaspar. If you don't know who Guillermo Gaspar is, he is the son of the former president, Joan Gaspar. After Bartomeu, Joan Gaspar is pretty much the worst president that Barcelona has had. In fact, Joan Gaspar himself said that he was the worst president in the history of Barcelona. Of course, Bartomeu beats him, so he's in second place. But Joan Gaspar, the son of Guillermo Gaspar, during an interview, Guillermo Gaspar, the son of Joan Gaspar, in an interview today stated that he is not closing the door for running for elections as president for the presidency of FC Barcelona come early 2026. Now, as I've said before, the more candidates, the better, because the more diversity of thoughts and opinions, it can only mean better things for FC Barcelona. Anyways, that is all for this video. I did upload another video a few moments ago. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Barça.